Hello again, everyone. This is Zombie Kids Rule, and I'm back with. I'm going to try to make a quick demo of the updated functionality for my Sudoku puzzle. And essentially, I made a lot of progress. Still bug testing, trying to make sure everything's working properly. There's still some things that aren't finished yet, but I just wanted to do an updated kind of demo video of the progress that I've made. So I'm going to go ahead and close that and do a regular play test here. And first thing is, first I'll do a quick test just to show the functionality, and we're going to actually turn that down. Actually, I'll just go ahead and turn the volume off completely. So what I have here is there's a variety of different menus. And this is the main menu that the player ends up on. They can change a number of different things on this main menu. They can change most of what they would need, or pretty much all of what they would need to start playing the puzzle. And then there are other menus that they can navigate to. So we have the main menu. We have a placeholder here for the help and tutorial menu. We have a placeholder here for the achievements menu. Have the puzzle options menu, where again this is focused more on details about the puzzle. Then the theme menu, where they can change the theme of what actually goes into the puzzle. Then there's the background menu, so they can give more things. They can change more things about the background than they can with the main menu. Then there's a placeholder for the music menu, there's a save option, and then there's the return to title or cancel option. So those are the menus currently, and basically these are all pretty much functional, so that if you change something on one menu, it will carry over to the other. So for instance, this says pre-generated puzzle is on. If we go to the background, if we go to the where was it? Pre-generated. Sorry, pre-generated is on. If I turn it off here and go back, it's off over here. If I turn the timer on, if I turn off the autoplace hints, then when I go over here, the timer is on and the autoplace hints is off. So all of these things carry over to the other screens. So I can change the puzzle numbers. There'll be up to 99 pre-generated puzzles. Change the hint numbers, right? And if I move back over to the puzzle options, the hint numbers have changed, the puzzle number has changed, that sort of thing. So all of this is connected to each other if necessary, or if appropriate. Okay, so basically they can, if this is on, if the puzzle random is on, it means it will randomly pick a puzzle from the 1 through 99, perhaps even original puzzles they make. If it's off, it will just do whatever puzzle number they picked. They can change the number of hints: 37, 33, 29, 25, 21, and 17. Pre-generated is one of the puzzles that's already programmed in. If it's on, then it'll be one of the pre-generated puzzles. If it's off, then that means they will essentially it will generate a brand new original puzzle. Timer is for achievements, basically, of certain things like that. Auto place hints. What this means is that if this is on, then every time you do a puzzle, like if you do puzzle 1 and you auto place the hints, it will show 37 hints. But if you go and play puzzle 1 again, it'll show 37 hints, but they will be in different places. So every time it changes the placement of the hints, still making a valid puzzle. So even if you could do puzzle 1 a bunch of times and it would at the same hint level, and you would get different hints most of the time. I mean, it's possible you would repeat, but it would probably take quite a while. Don't have the music set up right now, so eventually you'll be able to randomly pick music, randomly pick categories, change the categories, randomly pick a song, change the volume. As you can see, the volume is controlled there. You can preview. Theme and background is already made, so again, you can either scroll through the themes or you can randomly pick a theme. This will place the theme and the background. So you can, when the default background, just a black background, is on, some of these features are not active. So when I turn it off, then you can get to your background categories and your images. And so if I press random, it's just going to randomly pick a category and an image, and it will change it down here as the preview. If I turn it back to default, it changes it back to all black default. And again, turn it off. This right here is if you want the background to change while you're doing the puzzle. If it's fixed, it means it won't change. If it's off, then that means it will change every 1 to 5 minutes, whatever you set it on. Again, random category, you just select this and it will randomly change the category, or you can scroll through the categories. The random image just randomly picks an image from that category, or you can scroll through them. Preview, again, it just shows a preview of the theme with the background. And again, the timing, I'm still working on the timing. And some of the themes I'm still working on to get them to show. Like, for instance, this theme would not be good on the black background, so working on that. But again, all of this stuff, if it's in another menu, will be carried over. So let's see, going over to theme, this is where, again, you can pick a random theme and it changes it down here, changes the theme name. If you do custom, this is where you can actually pick a custom theme. There's just a, I have put my own images in, but basically the player is going to be able to replace the custom images in the folder, in the appropriate folder, and as long as if they follow the directions, they'll in theory be able to make their own themes and their own backgrounds if they want to. And then again, the change themes, you could in theory either it's fixed, but you could turn it off, and then the theme would change while you're doing the puzzle every 1 to 5 minutes. Again, you can directly select the theme if you want to, and or you can randomly do it, and then of course the preview will show the preview along with the current background. So the current background was on dragons before. So that's what the player can do in this thing. The background menu, again, it has the same, a few different things than the main menu. Again, you can turn the default on and off. You can turn the fixed on and off. You can change the number. You can randomly change the background, both category and image. You can change custom background on and off. This is a background collage that I made. And you also, there's actually a few of them. So there's a few of them that I put in there, like 3. Or you can randomly pick the category. You can randomly select the image. Here are 2 different options for what the player likes best. So if I select, if I do select a category, this is one option. Or if I go back and I change here and I click select, it's this menu option. So the player can choose which one they prefer. If you go here and then you say select fairy tale, it shows you all the choices. You can either click one, select random, or of course you can go back. All right, so that's how those work. If I go back, again, I change to this one. And here's the same thing, right? Here's all the backgrounds for the castles. I can click random, I can click an image, or I can go back. So this is the background menu. We did the theme menu. Here's the puzzle options. Again, you can change the number of hints. You can change whether it's going to auto show you the hints, or if this is off, the player gets to pick where they place the hints. Timer, pre-generated on or off, the puzzle number, whether you're going to do a random puzzle or not. Solved, this is where if I just put some values in. But if this is set on 37 and I click solved, it's going to show all the puzzles that the puzzle numbers that the player has solved at the 37 hint level. And so if I change this to 33, again for testing I just change the values, but so this will show the player which which puzzles they've solved at which hint levels. And then if they select solved any hint, it shows all the puzzles that they have solved on any hints. So that's just something if the players want to keep track with what they've been doing, or what they've solved and what they haven't. You can go directly click on one of these puzzles and it changes the puzzle number. Again, or you can click random, okay? And these ones I already showed you were placeholders. So that's pretty much the menu functionality right now. Again, changes in one cascade to the other ones. Now, if I, well, let's see, I want to make sure. Actually, I'm going to go back to, I'm going to change this back to the default because it's easier. We'll just go ahead and change that to there. So, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, okay. I was messing with something, and I hope I didn't screw it up for this. So if I press play, any text boxes are just placeholders for testing. These would all be removed. I'm trying to I don't want any text boxes like RPG Maker. I want it all button driven. So this is the way the puzzle looks. So it tells you you're on puzzle number 45. You can still get access to some of these. Like I could, in theory, change my theme while I'm playing. I could change my background while I'm playing. I cannot go to puzzle options, and if I click home, it's going to take me back to the puzzle. The way this works is whatever is indicated here is is what you're on. So let's see, and again, this, you notice that this randomly gave the hints. If I were to quit, that we'll say puzzle 45, we're gonna see that the hints were 5, 4, 3, 1. Right? I'm going to quit again, and now I'm going to go back into that same puzzle. It's going to regenerate the hints, and they're in different places now. So again, you could play the same puzzles over and over again, and you'd get different placement of hints. So as you play through the puzzle, you can see, for instance, if I was going to do ones, 1 would have to go here. So I'm already on the 1. I click there, right? And then you just click through, and that's how you do it. You click, right? Click. Right? I'm just randomly doing this. If I don't like what I'm doing, I can reset the puzzle, and it starts back to where it was. If I put a value in and I don't like it, I can erase it. Or if I put a value in, I can always just put another value in place of it. And then, of course, with the pencil here, if I click here, again, I have to think of a way to do this. This is just the RPG Maker default. I can select my notes, and it puts the notes in here. So you can place notes in. And if I don't want those notes anymore, I can either erase them, or I could put a number on top of them. So all of these squares, you can put up to 4 notes in. You can place your values anywhere you want. You can erase any values that you set. You just cannot erase anything that is an official hint. You can reset, you can quit, and you can solve. If you solve, I'll just show you what it'll look like right now. It'll say, oh, wait, there's a whole bunch of errors, right? That's not right. And if I just randomly click it, that's going to go away. And if I actually do the puzzle and I solve it, then it'll show me that I got the official solution, or at least a valid solution. Anyway, so there's that. And again, so if you finished a puzzle, in theory, you could go back and play a different puzzle, right? Let's go back to puzzle 1 here, and again, it's all functional now. So it's connected end to end, and there's my hints. I can go through my puzzle, I can fill it out, I can solve it, and then again continue playing, do other puzzles. If I'm here, I can just, let's see what that looks like. And so I can change the background at any time, or I can change the theme at any time and see what works. So I am still working on some of these. I need to tweak some of them so that they show up on all the different backgrounds. Or if they don't, then again, this is an option that the player can choose. They can change the background at any time, even while the puzzle is going. They can change the theme, they can change the background. They can't actually change the puzzle settings, and they can't go back to the main menu until they actually finish. They either quit or they actually solve the puzzle. And that is pretty much the functionality right now. Again, any text boxes will be replaced with these button type of things. I would show you the solve puzzle, but I'm not going to sit here and just do a puzzle solution. But they would be similar to this sort of thing, where you have different button choices. And then the only other thing I'll show, I guess, is this idea here where when I'm here and I select here, for instance, I already showed how you can do the background. If I select random, it's going to show me it. Then here's an example. I can keep it. I can choose again. I can go back to the background category menu or the background main menu. If I choose again, it brings me back here. I can go back here, right? I can pretty much do whatever I want. This is all functional. If I click random, again, it's going to randomly select an image. I can either keep it, or if I say I want to go back to the back, I don't want to just go back to that selection menu. I want to go back to the background category menu. This is the categories. Versus if I were to say, and then I say dragons, I can either randomly pick one, and then say background main menu. So it's going to take me all the way back here. If I click here, again, I can either random or I can just select an image. And so all this is functional now. And then if I press keep, it's not gonna start the game, but it will take me back here, and this is the image that is now selected down here. So all this is functional. This middle piece is not yet. The music, of course, is not functional. The achievements, and then the help. So the last thing I want to show is basically I'll just do the actual full intro really quick. So here is the full beginning test. Okay, so I'm rating this T for teen just because some of the backgrounds may be disturbing. And then what this is doing is this is randomly showing different backgrounds. If every time you watch this intro, which you don't have to, once you watch it once, you never have to watch it again, unless you choose to. But when you do watch it multiple times, the backgrounds will change. It's random. The themes that fly across the screen, those are pre-designated, so they will always show in the same order. They will fly across in the same way. So again, this is just the working intro right now. It only shows once, and then once you have a save file, it will basically allow you to skip the intro. You don't have to watch the intro again unless you want to. And so it's gonna wrapping up here. And I know some people probably think this is cheesy, but hey, I like it. So that's all that's important, right? All right, and then it goes to the title screen. And again, you only have to watch this once. And then once you're here, that's a little loud, but you can go to credits, you can go to options, you can go to new game or continue. There are no save files, so you'd have to start. That messed up. So that's because I was changing a bunch of stuff, and I have to go back and check on that. But you can start a new game, and it will start right from the beginning. All right, and that's it. So again, that's kind of an update of the functionality and the new UI and the navigation and how how it's working. It is now working end to end. Oh, the one thing I did, no, I'm not going to show that, just because it can take a long time. You can generate an original puzzle, but sometimes it's done really quick, like within seconds, and sometimes it takes 3-4 minutes to generate. And so not well. Actually, I'll just show you what it looks like as it's generating the puzzle. So if I were to say pre-generated off, then when I select play, it's now going to randomly go through backgrounds, and it's going to show this message: generating puzzle, please wait, puzzle restarts, and it's going to count. So basically this is counting how many times. Oh, wow, that was very quick, actually. So sometimes it can take a very, very long time. Again, these hint boxes, these text boxes would go away. This is for testing only. So this is a original puzzle. It says original up here, is not one of the pre-generated puzzles. And one of the things I just realized today was I'm going to add the functionality where the original puzzles that are generated can be saved I'll just have some variables standing by, and once the player generates an original puzzle, they would be able to go back and play that puzzle again because it will be saved only on their game. It would be just unique to their game. But that's going to be added functionality as well. Again, this just basically this is there's a bunch of features I still need to add, but it is working end to end. So you can play a puzzle, you can solve it, and then you can play another puzzle, and you can change all of these. Yeah, are you sure? Only it's going to be saved in the future. So you can basically, you could actually in theory just play this now, and unless there's some little things that I've been fixing things all weekend. So if there could be something that's still not quite working right, like for instance that continue button. Obviously that was a problem. I have to go back and double check that because I've been changing a lot of things, and so I have to go back and just make sure that everything is working correctly together. But that's pretty much it. So I've passed where I was when I switched over to making this custom user interface, and now you can in theory play all these puzzles that are pre-generated. You could generate as many original puzzles as you wanted. You can change the number of hints you do. Again, you can solve them. You can put notes in, all that other stuff. So anyway, hopefully you found this interesting. And again, I'll keep posting updates. I post weekly updates on the RPGMakerWeb.com forum. I have a game thread over there. A game in progress development thread. So I post weekly updates there. And I'll do another video when I've made significant more progress. So thank you very much. I hope you guys are having a great day. Happy gaming, happy game developing, and I'll talk to everybody later.